All right, welcome everybody. It is Tuesday, which means it's time to unleash your voice and speak to grow. So my name is Kathy Riley. For those of us that don't know me, I am here to help you use your words in a strategic way to grow your business, whether you're talking one-to-one or one-to-many. So welcome. I'm excited to see you guys here today. We were we were having a conversation and then my microphone went out. I didn't touch anything. I didn't do anything. But next thing you know, these two, Mac and Jim, are having their own little conversation, stirring the pot, doing what they do. And all they could see was my mouth doing this, which was quite funny. So with that, the lesson is you just got to roll with it. Technology is what it is. We love it and we hate it. It can be our best friend and our worst nightmare, but either way, you just got to roll with it. So I thought I'd share that lesson. Good job, guys, on keeping up and not and giving me grief. I like that you keep me honest. Keep me honest. So today, I thought we've got the Achieve conference is coming up. It's not too far down the road. Just a couple weeks away, and we will be doing a day of speed networking. So who is attending the speed networking? I got everybody. Awesome. And so who has attended the speed networking in the past? All right, Mac, why don't you explain a little bit about what we're going to experience in the speed networking?
Being prepared. The very first one that I went to, I guess a couple years ago now, we had long tables and you literally had 10 minutes, 5 minutes for each person. Somebody was sitting across from you and you very quickly said what you want, and hopefully you got a hook in enough so somebody remembered you. Timer went off, you shuffled to the right, and you talked to the next person and did it all over again for hours. That was the only one I was at that was that format. After that, it was groups of tables with one main person at the table guiding the conversation, and we went around the table over a time period. What I would suggest, I'm a visual person after being in the photo business for 50 years. Looking at me is not enough. Somehow I have to give you something that you can take away, because you're going to talk to 40, 50, maybe 500 people over the course of 2 days. How do you have them remember you? I am making a little flyer that they can take away. I have my Popple bracelet, so they can get my information. I can get theirs right away. And there's still a lot of people that like a paper card, but have something that when all is said and done, they can take it away. They can remember you, maybe a picture of you on the flyer, so they can put all that into some sort of formal way of saying, oh yeah, I got to talk to Mac.
I love that. And I think the setup is going to be following what it was this last time. Is in the morning, it is like Mac was talking about with the tables. So you essentially will have 2 minutes to say who you are, who do you serve, what are you looking for, to pour information to the person sitting across from you as to how to refer you. And then the bell will ring, or the gong, or whatever it is, and you switch sides and then you move. And it literally is high energy, massive information transitioned. And in a short period of time, you have to figure out, okay, how can I refer them? Who do I need to meet with again to go deeper into that relationship? And so that's going to be the morning. Then we're going to take the lunch break. And in the afternoon, we're going to do tables where there's going to be a leader that navigates the conversation, whether it's a little bit of education, a little bit of masterminding, however that leader does it. I mean, as a leader, we all are given the opportunity to kind of lead however we see fit. But would you agree, Mac, that there's high energy? It's just it's an intense, super amazing day.
Yeah, very much so. I've always been a believer that I want to be the first one at the event and the last one to leave. While the formal part of that meetup, all of it's kind of like that's kindergarten. You're getting to know people, and all the rest of the time is the rest of your time in school that you're having meetings out in the hallway. You're running to the restroom and you bump into somebody there. You're saying, "Hey, we're running out of time. How about if we meet at 1 o'clock during the break and we'll have a 15-minute deal together?" And each of us have to have our own policy, so to speak, our own format to make that happen. I do more business at breakfast in the morning on these things and afterwards at the bar than I ever do during the show itself.
That's true. That's true. Most of the business gets done outside the actual networking event or conference or whatever it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to challenge you guys to go around right now and talk about yourself for, I think we typically get like 2.5 minutes or something like that at conference. So I'm going to give you a minute and a half. So 90 seconds, a minute 30 to talk a little bit about yourself. Remember to be clear. Oh, you taking a picture?
No, I'm putting you on a timer.
Oh, okay. I'm not going. You guys are going. So get clear in your message. Who are you looking for? What problem do you solve? And I challenge you not to talk so much about the systems. It's not about how you get your client to where they're going, how you get the prospect, but it's about what do they gain? What do they get out of working with you? And that's where it's so impactful. Because when the person on opposite you really understands what they're going to get out of working with you or referring somebody to you, the more you're going to see the business, the more they're going to refer, the more they're going to want to sign up and give you their money. So we're going to have 90 seconds, a minute and a half. And because I love Max so much, he's going to start.
Being part of this group has really meant a lot to me. I'm a critic by nature, that everybody wants to have a group and a group doesn't offer anything. I've seen a difference here. A main focus for me coming up is the new chapter, Veterans Achieve Business Systems, that we've started. I was on a lot of other business veteran type groups, and all that I was seeing is people were posting their websites, and some of them were saying, "I'm struggling. I need you to have me detail your car or let me clean your air ducts." And that was it. There was nothing else they offered. And going to leadership, I said, this is an issue. Veterans are either retiring, and this also goes for law enforcement and first responders, and that what we're seeing in today's world, law enforcement and first responders are leaving before they retire. The world is goofy. And I was working for a video production tools accessories line called Indie Pros. The owners were two NYPD officers. And they're planning. So my part of this is helping everybody get together, meet people like Kathy, who holds up a clock to me, and have her speak to them on how they can better themselves and survive in business.
Love that. Any feedback?
I I thought it was good. I like the fact that he told a great story and brought you in that way rather than just kind of talking about what he does.
I liked that Mac brought the results and didn't go too much into how that happens.
And I had to bring Kathy in because she and I have this thing with the timer.
He loves the timer. He absolutely loves it.
I thought it was good that you brought up the difference, like between what you're doing and what you see is out there now. But that difference is the whole thing.
And in your storytelling, you are also identifying your target market. So it was a different way to say that. Instead of I'm looking for, you just, it was well done. Well done, Mac.
Well, thank you. But seriously, it's not about me. And we all sell boxes. It doesn't matter which package it is. I've always said this. I want whatever's in the box to be top shelf. I want people to be happy with what's in the box. And everybody has to get value, from the person making it to the person using it. If the chain breaks anywhere in the middle, we all lose. And I'm very serious and passionate about that.
Well, thank you, Mac. All right, Mr. Jim,
Yeah.
let's hear from you.
So retirement changes your life. I think so many people have problems or fears, anxiety, uncertainty. You don't know. You've never been retired before. And we all have an idea. Sometimes we think it's going to be great, and other times we're worried about it. But what we see is that in the 2 years after retirement, the death rate goes up. And it's probably one of the leading causes of problems, where things aren't what people expected. And it changes. Being bored when you're younger, you can do something. You can change. You get a different career. You can do whatever you think you have opportunity. But when you're older, you think I'm running out of opportunities. So we've put together Achieve Over 50. And Achieve Over 50 where your success knows no age limit. And what we're doing is putting together a group of people that can help you find a meaning and a purpose in your life. So if you're looking for that, I'm the guy to talk to.
Thanks, Jim. Any feedback?
Same thing. I thought it was really good. Told a story, pulled us in more on the problems that he's solving. Thought that was really good.
And I think, Jim, because you and I have talked, you need to sit there and talk about walking the journey. You have the resources, but you're still walking the path also. Mm-hmm. And that they're not walking alone. You're there.
Mm.
If I can second what Mac was saying, you have a great story, Jim, that I don't hear very often, that if you added to your 90 seconds or 2 minutes would be really impactful.
Yeah, thanks. I thought about doing that, and I have, this is the first time that I've talked about that. I mean, I've usually been talking about Startup Over 50, which is, helping people put the nuts and bolts of a business together. But I'll take that in. I mean, that's probably.
Well, and being a little bit vulnerable that you don't have all the answers, you're searching for them and you're looking for somebody to lean on as much as they're looking for somebody to lean on.
Mhm.
And it's why we do what we do. You know, I tease Kathy a lot, but her mastermind is awesome because it gives us this stage for, as she would call it. You know, we do Vanessa's, we do the different ones, and not everybody can join everyone. So if I get to join one, I get to share with you where you weren't there. And that's the same path that I'm walking, I think. And for all of us, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, that's great. All very helpful. Thanks.
Rob, let's hear from you.
Who did you say?
Rob,
Oh, that's what I thought.
that's you, buddy.
All right. Hi, I'm Rob Ratliff. I own the marketing AI agency, which when I first started a few years ago stood for all inclusive, not artificial intelligence. So we are growth partners who help businesses, especially smaller businesses, go from I don't have a lot of customers to, I've got plenty of customers and growing their business. So we consider ourselves more of a growth partner, but we help you with everything from web development to social media, Google ads. And just recently I was talking to, and this is where it really kind of sums us up and what makes me proud to be doing what I'm doing, is I was talking to a client that I had. His name was Alex, who owns Sasquatch Pest Control out in Washington, and he does pests, not Sasquatch protection. But he was talking about how he used other marketing agencies before, but he felt like they were just very copy paste, weren't really listening to him, weren't really engaging in some of the things that he wanted to do, and not kind of expounding on those things. He said it all changed when he hired marketing AI and he started working with me. And he felt like I took his ideas, added my own ideas, and really helped him to grow and target customers better and start bringing those calls in, rather than just focusing on things like web traffic or how many clicks to the website, which a lot of people do. So we really, really work hard to try to help business owners, especially smaller businesses just getting started. Am I over? A lot.
Don't let her stop you.
So if you're looking for a growth partner, give me a call.
I'll call tomorrow.
Any second now, I'm going to turn her microphone off again.
Yeah, I have no idea I didn't have a timer going, so.
That's
How
funny.
did
Your
you do
microphone's
that?
not working.
Holy
Mine's not.
smokes. It's like magic.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's scary.
Nope.
No.
You're muted, Aaron.
Yeah, I can't hear Aaron either.
Everyone's muted.
Aaron's muted. Kathy's not.
Oh, right. Yeah, she is muted. Huh.
No, Kathy, still nothing. I don't know if Aaron's listening to us.
She is. Oh, wait.
We hear you, Kathy. We hear
You
you.
can
now.
hear me now.
I can hear you, Kathy. Cannot hear Aaron. Aaron's showing up as being muted.
Well, she might be talking on the phone or something.
Yeah.
Yes, she's been talking this whole time. So this isn't a new thing. So I don't think she's talking to us. So any more feedback on Rob?
Besides going over.
I think he's exactly accurate. There are so many things, and now that we're in this global world, we're seeing people from India and Pakistan that they just want to do that cut and paste. I had a thing. I've been A5ing everybody that approaches me on LinkedIn. I make them set up an appointment. They think I'm setting it up for them, and it's really about me. And I had one yesterday where the girl had said she was in California. A teammate of hers got on from India. It was about web pages, which I didn't realize. They actually developed a web page for my photo business, which most of you know I've walked away from as of the end of March. And so they went and showed me this thing, and it was my website. They just put it into a different format. It was all the same images, the same text, and everything else. And it turned me off immediately. And more so, I told the teammate, I said, why didn't she tell me that you were going to be on and she wasn't? And she told me she was in California. But you're telling me she lives in India. So there was a dishonest factor almost immediately. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to talk to him again. Kathy, you're muted again.
You can't hear me?
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, and you'll get that a lot, but with Rob, I like the story that you told. We just need to shorten it up a little bit. So just be succinct, right? When we're going to be networking, we only have a short period of time, and you want to be memorable. So you want people to understand that what you bring to the table, it's whether they feel something, whether it's that unks, that like Jim was saying, one of his stats, after retirement, 2 years after retirement, the average person dies? That's right? So try to, what's kind of a that you can get them to feel good or bad. So I love the story.
Thanks. How long did I go? I don't know. I didn't see it.
You were only about 10 seconds over, so it was no big deal.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And Mr. Oliver, are you there?
I am here.
All right. You've got 90 seconds to talk about you. It is as if we were at the networking event. So try to be clear and succinct. We don't have a lot of time. You won't have a lot of time. And so let's hear from you.
Okay, done this plenty of times before. So, well, as a health and wellness professional, like it has always been my passion to just help those, particularly those who are diseased, as well as those who are recovering from injury, to help now overcome that. And so a lot of my work lately has been working with back patients now who needed to recover from either back injury or just nagging back pain. And along with the recent invention of mine, I am now able to help these folks through what we call a sort of a multi-mobility, like hip mobility strengthening, as well as a specialized strengthening program to also help you now prevent future back injuries and discomfort. So a lot of my work has been geared toward that. And so therefore it just continues to always be my passion to be able to help these folks. And if that's you, then I can help you as well.
Awesome. Feedback.
What's the invention? That's really interesting. Like, how does that work?
It's right. And so obviously that sparks curiosity. And in fact, right now I am working with a local marketer here in the Colorado Springs area to help. Right now, we're going to start with like some social media ads, like he says, Facebook, Instagram. And so, and the message he's put together, other than a couple revisions that we needed to make on it, it's, gets to the point and to spark that curiosity. And so,
do you have it sitting there, Oliver?
Do I have it here?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Is it something you can hold up?
I'd have to take my computer down and actually show it to you and demonstrate it.
Yeah, no, for me, because I've heard you mention it a couple different times, I'm ready for the visual. And that, yeah, and if it's something that is, I don't know if it's the size of a house or size of a bread box. If it's something you could hold up and carry from table to table, you might get yardage actually at the conference just holding it up. And maybe even more if it's something that small. You have 20 of them sitting in the corner, and you take orders while you're standing there.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
That's
that's
the salesman in me.
yeah. All right. Well, we're kind of running ahead of the process here because I still I did get the for those who didn't hear, I did do the search and opinion like with the patent search. It is unique, so therefore it's definitely something that is my original product. And so the next step now is to go ahead and file for that patent. And so once we get that patent pending status, then I could go ahead and start demonstrating it, marketing it. So
Smart boy. Yeah, keep it to yourself until you can get that pending. So get that done right away, especially
yeah.
before a conference, because you want to be able to showcase it at conference.
Sure.
I filed provisional patents, which are easier to file. You don't have to have the claims, so it's
Okay.
faster and cheaper, and you can do it very quickly. But you have to be careful because I don't think you can change it without losing the date, the filing date.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Jim, let's talk some more.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you're working with an attorney, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Good. That, because what I always say this, pay for speed. Okay, you don't know what you don't know. And
Okay.
none of us are patent lawyers, none of us are lawyers. And so to work with somebody in the industry that can get you the result like that, pay for speed.
Sure.
So I love that. Good. That's awesome. So well done. Any ahas today?
There's always ahas.
Yeah, I mean, like what that's going to be, that format. That's really good. I kind of thought speed networking, but didn't go any further like into how that works or not, not in my experience. So it's good to hear.
So bring lots of water. And if you need to step away, because energetically it takes a lot to maintain that. If you need to step away for a round, do that. Go out in the hallway, go get yourself, a coffee or a water or whatever it is. Take a breathe, and then you can come back into it. So
And also, not just for Jim, but anybody else. I put my email and number in the chat there. So if you want to get that, and then we could connect.
How many people are going to be attending? Do we know?
I'm sorry.
Do you know how many people are going to be attending this time?
So we don't have a final number yet, and we won't for a couple of weeks. A lot of people right now is the surge. I would guesstimate about 300 in attendance, maybe more, but I would say 300.
I was with Rob a couple days ago. Of the 306 sleeping rooms, 287 of them were already spoken for. And that
Where is there a like a discount if you get one of the rooms that have been blocked out? Did they do that or?
it ends today, I think.
Okay.
That there is a code, and I want to say it's about $30 a night cheaper.
Let me
Rob,
see if I can pull it up. Hold on.
Yeah, I need to get that info from you, sir. Where is it going to be? Drury again, or?
no, it's Embassy Suites off of Central Parkway.
Okay, that's
going toward where we were for the conference.
February.
Yeah, February.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
All right,
is
good.
really a nicer venue than Drury or the Best Western that we had previously.
Okay.
Hey, Rob,
Yeah,
Rob, you may want to go to assuming you're connected to our Facebook group there. Go to the Chief Systems Facebook group. I believe you'll find that
Okay.
Rob mentioned that and put that in there. So
Okay. Yeah, I need to jump on that today then because I don't want to get left out of that deal.
Yes, no, yeah. When you're a business person and you're paying your own expenses, $30 a day is actually, close to $35 a day by the time you get the tax and fees on. And over the course of 3 days, it's $100 that you keep for the same thing. So
Because I'll be there Thursday night because it starts Friday morning, right? And then leave Sunday. Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm coming in early Thursday. We have leader meetings, and I'll stay until Sunday morning. I only live 30 miles away.
Oh, nice.
But I'm just a believer. If I leave, I'm missing something.
Thank you, Kathy. I'll jump on that.
Those two should do it. So just click on the link.
Okay.
If it should open up.
And if
Oh, actually, the one leads to, so there's a link on the event page. So where you registered for the conference, there's also a link there for the hotel.
Okay. I think I just sent Vanessa something, said, I'm coming, make sure I'm, I don't actually go to that page. But I will find it.
And
I
anybody
guess I
that
just,
you're connected with, I think it's a good idea, even though we know there's other members, just reach out to the people you like and
Yeah.
say, hey, how you doing? Are you there all the days? Can we schedule some time? Do you have your hotel reservations? People like to feel like they're being included and somebody's thinking about them.
yeah, that's a great idea.
All right, my friends. It's been a great Tuesday. So good to see you all. Excited. If there is a topic that you all want me to address and mastermind on and coach on, feel free to shoot me an email or a text. I'm happy. Your input is important to me. And so I want to make this as valuable as possible. There are things that, as we're leading up to conference, our focus is going to be making sure that you are going to walk away earning $10,000 to $20,000 at that conference. That's Rob's mindset, right?
Right.
Just, every conference you should be setting yourself up for success. So if there's anything you want me to talk about, feel free to shoot me a text or an email. And I appreciate you guys. Yes, Mac.
Think about the veterans thing and how I can connect you to people in those we call it veterans, but it's law enforcement and first responders also. How they can gain something from Kathy, even though you may not have been a veteran.
Absolutely. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a one-to-one.
Thank you.
We can go deeper into that. All right, you guys
Thanks.
have a great week. We will see you next Tuesday.
Thanks for doing these.
Thank you.
Bye.